Hello, I actually just returned from the hospital psych ward, actually. Not because I was a danger to myself or anything. It was actually, well, if you watch my last, I think, 3 videos, you could tell that something wasn't quite right. I was manic, and I was up for around 48 hours, and, but it got worse and worse. I started to collapse. I had, I'd try and walk or stand from sitting, and my legs would just quake like that. I mean, to the point where it just could have flattened me to the floor. And there was one time where I almost did, literally completely, hit the floor. But luckily my wife was there, and I used her as a way to keep me up. But anyway, I also started hallucinating. Sorry, super blinding light from the outside. I started hallucinating pretty badly. What are some of the hallucinations I saw? I was in the computer room in one of the videos. You may see that in my leather computer chair. But anyway, I was looking at the computer room door, and it wasn't completely closed. It was just kind of where say you push the door closed but not latch it. It just kind of sits there. It looked like it was slowly opening, and then it'd be back to normal, and then slowly opening and be back to normal, and this just kept happening. And tried to look away, and okay, I still think I'm hallucinating, but it's actual stuff going on in the background. So, because the medication is still kind of screwing with my head. Medication that's been causing all this. Anyway, there's just so many hallucinations. I was talking to my wife and my mother-in-law in a room in the hospital, waiting for all the shit to happen, with me going into the psych ward to be monitored and whatnot. And I remember times where I'd be talking and not quite looking at them, and it looked as if their eyes were getting really wide, but just really creepy look in their eyes. And I would freak out. And then there was one point where I swear a cat went behind the computer chair, and then got up and started pawing at the back, because I could have sworn the chair slightly was moving, as if something was patting on the back of it. So, and other things just seeing people from the corner of my eye or whatever it was. And it was really it scared the shit out of me. I couldn't even get a break by closing my eyes, because when I closed my eyes, well, there was auditory hallucination too. It was like there was 2 speakers cupped around my ears, and I hear this very faint sound of, the way I describe it is 1980s, well, no, that's not, a whole bunch of Atari game music played at a rapid speed, just a whole bunch of beeps and boops and, things like that. And then also at the same time, Nightmare Before Christmas music, and off and on. And the interesting thing is, Nightmare Before Christmas music went along with this Atari music. It sounded as if they were meant to be played together and stuff like that. And so either way, I'd close my eyes, and that would get louder, and then I'd start to have not vivid images, but these images in my head of, just the way I describe it is being at a demented carnival while tripping on acid. That's how fucked up it was. I mean, I would see, and it was like a collage of these all these different things kind of moving in and out of each other and morphing and changing. A woman, say a woman's head would appear, and then her mouth would open up abnormally large, and then an eyeball would come out, and her head would disintegrate, and the eyeball would move and just explode, and from that would be a tiny little skull that would just expand, and its eyes will bug out. Or I just see this movement of different people and faces, like their faces were moving around really fast, and their tongues were flying all over the place, and their eyes were bugging out. And I know that might sound funny, and normally it's just if I was watching that as if it was like a video, I found it either funny or really, really neat, but it's fucking scary when you can't stop it. you know, I couldn't close my eyes and get away from these hallucinations. I was screwed. So it just, you know, finally they gave me a medicine that knocked me out, and I still have a bit of the auditory hallucination, but it's not nearly as bad. And I know eventually it'll go away. So, but I'm back because I was able to sleep, and the hallucinations have gone away, and my legs don't quake like they did. I still have some issues with walking. I was actually in a wheelchair the whole time there. I wasn't always sitting down in it, but I always used it for support at least. And now that I'm back home, I'm using I'm using my wife's grandmother's cane for right now, because I find that my legs may actually collapse on me again. So I just know never to take Geodon again. I call it the devil's drug. I mean, it's not like, you know, a lot of people it does help, but apparently not me. And the symptoms I had, one of the nurses looked up that what I was experiencing, it was about, there was only, I think, if I remember correctly, about 127 cases out of 13,000 who've had such reactions to this medicine. So I guess I experienced some rare reactions to it, so never taking it again. And I'm actually gonna be scared as hell or you know, feel like I'm refused to take any new medication because of how shitty that was. Because well, you know, when I was in the you know, the psych ward, you know, or the mental wing of the hospitals before, you know, I had no choice. I tried to kill myself, but that time it was because of the stupid medicine. And I mean, I went in there voluntarily, but I regretted it because they treat you as if you're harm to yourself and everyone else. And I know they got to be precautious with everyone, but I wish there was a way or something they could do to have people who are not a threat to themselves or anyone else, and who are simply there or simply having problems with maybe medicine reaction, you know, and give them a little more freedom, you know. So, or treat it, you know, some of them talk to you like you're you know, you don't understand what's going on, like you're not quite with it, which really pisses me off. But either way, alright, I'm exhausted. I just wanted to do this really quick before I forgot a lot of the details. So, alright, I'll talk to you guys later, and I hope you found this interesting. And hey, and let me know if you guys have had any very unusual side effects to medication. And maybe where got you, you know, at least while the side effects were occurring and whatnot. So I'd really be interested in hearing it. So video responses would be awesome, because then I can feel like I'm actually talking to people and not just words. You know, because, you know, people typing their responses, and it's like, what's neat, but you know, maybe an actual video response would be nice. But, you know, whatever you're comfortable with doing. So, alright, thanks for watching, and hopefully something like this never happens again. But I'll try and keep my videos interesting. Alright, talk to you guys later. Bye.